Today we are talking travel with Karla. Welcome, Karla. How are you doing?
I'm good, Keegan. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to talk to you today. And you just got back from a trip to Colombia.
Yes.
Tell me all about it. How long were you there for, and what time of the year did you go?
Okay, so I was there only for 5 days this time. I've been there before.
Okay.
And this time of the year in Medellin, it's usually backwards from here, right? So if it's winter here, it's more like summer there, and if it's summer there, it's more like winter. But actually, because it's like the rainforest, it's more like rainy season and dry season, right?
Yeah.
So actually, like over the whole year, you can visit, and the weather would pretty much stay the same. It's never like it rains like a little bit at a time, right? Like the rainforest.
Yeah.
So you'll have a little bit like showers during the day, but then the sun comes out. So I wouldn't say it's like winter or summer. It's just like if you're gonna think about it like for travel purposes, then it would be like in South America. It's usually like
the opposite because it's on the other side of the equator. Yeah. And so you flew into what was it, Medellin?
Medellin, the Medellin airport.
Okay. And so how's the airport, like getting from the airport to like the hotel, or like is it pretty easy in terms of like travel?
Yeah, so actually if you would have gone 6 years ago, which I did, it would still take about maybe an hour to get into the city, but they just built this road. It's like one of the longest tunnels in the world.
Oh, really?
So it takes you right into the city within 30 minutes.
Oh, cool.
The area that I stayed at is called El Poblado.
Okay.
And I would recommend this area because if you're thinking about safety, right? If you've never visited, if you don't know anyone locally, El Poblado is usually where most tourists will go, and they really are proactive about protecting tourism.
Yeah.
And it's become more of a place to visit with, Colombia.
Right.
If you thought about it 20 years ago, no one wanted to go there. No one thought they would feel like it's not safe. You're going to get kidnapped or anything. Yeah. And I feel like that's still a reality. A lot of people feel that way still about South America, like Colombia or Venezuela. So if you don't have a friend there, like most people wouldn't think about it as a destination.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it though, like if like me and Logan were to go travel, is it safe to go and as long as you're obviously like any other city, you're vigilant of your surroundings and you're not wearing, flashy jewelry and stuff like that, but like we wouldn't have to worry about like getting kidnapped or anything.
No, of course I would say, don't just, if you don't know anyone locally, it's harder to explore. And if you don't know the language. Right. So if you don't know Spanish. But I will say one thing about Medellin, the paisas, which are the people from there, are, some of the most polite, just like good-hearted people. And they're very much willing to help you, like they'll even invite you over to their house and stuff, like
really, they're very friendly.
And so of course I think there's a stigma and about, oh, you're gonna get kidnapped. But I would say if you're irresponsibly just walking around or like take the subway to the wrong place in town, it's kind of like New York, right?
You're right.
Like, yeah,
you take the wrong subway at the wrong time of night. They definitely could get jumped or I mean, who knows, stabbed. I mean, stuff like that happens in New York all the time.
Yeah. So if you think about it that way, I feel like it's more about your personal fears.
Yeah.
But if you are open to exploring the world and maybe finding yourself in a place that you've never been before and opening your heart to that culture, I feel like Medellin is a good place to visit. But like everything, just ask, always ask first. Do your research, obviously. And I feel like El Poblado, we stayed at the Marriott there.
Okay.
And it's a great hotel. I've actually stayed there twice.
Okay.
So the time before I went with my kids and my husband and my kids. And it's an awesome hotel. Everyone there is super helpful. The breakfast is amazing.
Yeah.
Because they make it very traditional, but they also have some American, stuff for people that visit. Yeah, so in that area you can literally walk across the street. There's nice little restaurants. There's some really nice mall, like 2 blocks away, and the whole time that I was walking those streets, I feel safe.
Very safe, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll maybe get into this a little later when like some places you can visit to where you also feel a little bit of the more like the real cultural,
right,
layers of the place. Whereas, El Poblado is more, like I said, it's a little more, upscale like area. But for Americans, it's great because the currency exchange.
Oh, it's really good there
It's
right now?
really good.
Oh,
well, it's
nice.
it's always been really good.
Yeah.
And so, you're really paying a little bit for a 5-star treatment in the United States, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's always...
Oh, that's always great.
Yeah.
You can go somewhere.
You can Uber also, like use your Uber app everywhere.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, honestly, like I think it's more the people feel intimidated because especially not knowing the language can be a challenge.
Sure. Yeah.
But most people really speak English there, or it can also just push you to sign language. You know?
Oh yeah. Use that
I
Google
need the
Translator.
Yeah. Because it's a universal language, and I think when we get pushed into doing that, then it helps us. Like it's it's like the mental workout of being in another country is I think very beneficial for anyone.
Absolutely.
Like, to integrate lessons into your life, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like, what's the food like? I have known nothing about like traditional Colombian food. Do you know?
So good.
What is it? Because I think of like Central America, like Costa Rica. It's very like fruit heavy, vegetable heavy, like beans and rice. Is it like that?
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yes. So you think about like anywhere in Latin America, right? Like even up from Mexico down to Argentina, like you are always gonna find like the staples are very similar, and then there's little twists, right? That every culture has. I would say Colombian food is very similar to Venezuelan food, where I'm from. I'm from Venezuela, and we actually at one point in history we were the same country.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Gran Colombia actually was Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, parts of Peru. So
and they were all one big country?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it was like almost like the United States at some point.
Right.
But it was like almost like a big chunk of South America. So the food is very similar. We have arepas. This is like the staple. And I would say anyone that wants to travel there probably wants to travel because they've tried arepas and they love them.
Yeah.
So it's like a corn patty and they fill them up with cheese, like in the morning. Usually it's like a breakfast food.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, but people eat it like all day.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's like the type of bread, right? Like you would have like Mediterranean pita, right, and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that's like my favorite, my personal favorite. I can make you
good.
some
Yeah.
one day if you want. So and then there's different kinds of fillers. In Colombia, in particular, they use it more, like I said, for the breakfast, and it's like eggs and cheese inside the patty. Then they are heavy on like pork. Like they eat a lot of pork. But like you said, legumes. There's like lentil soups. The restaurant I'm gonna recommend has an amazing lentil soup that I will it's so good. It's so good.
I love lentil soup.
Yeah. So they have it's called the paisa. ¿Cómo se llama? Bandeja paisa. Okay, that's the name of like let's say their typical plate.
Okay.
And that would be like more like a lunch, dinner. And this is rice and the pork, chicharrón. And it has beans, plantains, like fried sweet plantains. And oh my gosh, it's just, you're going to be so full if you eat this. It's a big plate. Like you could definitely share this. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
But if you're a vegetarian, that's what's really nice about like the fruit heavy and the legumes, because a lot of the stuff that they make can also be vegetarian options. If you like the lentil soup at the restaurant I'm going to recommend has the meat on the side.
Oh, so then you can kind of add or just
yeah.
Oh, sounds
so good. I know.
That's like one of my favorite parts about traveling is trying the different like local cuisine and what the different countries, specialties are.
Yeah.
And Oh, I love that.
Me too.
So tell me a little bit about like the scenery. Obviously I see pictures of Colombia and I'm like, I can't believe how lush and beautiful it is. It is like, I don't know, is the city in like a rainforest or surrounded by a rainforest? Or?
It is. The whole city is a rainforest. And I feel like pictures don't do it justice because when you're in there, you're like, this cannot be real. You feel like in a movie, you know, it's almost like, is this a Pixar animated film?
Really?
You know, if you ever watch Up, which the movie Up is all based in Venezuela, Amazon state, and the tepuis and stuff. So, of course, in Medellin, it's a little different, but it has that feel to it where you're just like in the middle of a jungle that's also a city. And it's so anywhere you're driving, there's just green everywhere. And then all of a sudden you're like walking down a path and you'll see a flower you'll never seen in your life or a fruit.
Right. The most beautiful blossom ever.
Yes, there was like, actually, because I've already been 5 times before. And this time I saw a flower. I was like, I've never seen this flower before.
Really?
And you know what, Keegan? It's funny. Every time I'm going to go to Colombia, that's what gets me the most excited. It's like seeing the flowers and the bloom and knowing that maybe I will see a new one that I never seen before. Yeah. There's a tree that I think it's their state tree or their so the state is called Antioquia, is where Medellin is, and it's pink, right? And when the flowers drop, they're like little strings, pink strings. So when you see the tree, like it's like it has like a pink rug around it. Oh, it's so beautiful and it's unreal. Like when you're in it, it's like I said, the picture's not even. Yeah, they don't. When you're there, it's a whole nother feeling.
It is,
But this flower that I kind of got myself sidetracked. I saw this yellow flower that was like that, like the petals are just like strings, and so I was like, how is this? Looks like an alien. Like
right.
It's like
all
not
sorts
even
of like
real.
crazy plants that you never see in America, at all. I mean, Costa Rica is like one of my favorite places, just to see all the flora and the fauna.
And I see your house too. You guys have all kinds of plants
we have
everywhere.
A lot of plants, that's like
I
one
love
of our
it.
favorite parts about going to like Central America. We haven't really been to South America yet, but Colombia's actually been on like our list for sure for a while to go. We just haven't made it there yet.
I think you guys will love it. If you think Costa Rica, like I'm telling you, Costa Rica is beautiful. There's so much, flora and fauna. But this is like, I'm not even kidding. It's on another level just because it's a city, you know? So you sometimes in Costa Rica, you're in little towns. So you expect that, you know?
It's not, there's really only San Jose, which is the big city. And then everything else is like very small kind of cities where... Medellin is a big city in the middle of...
It's the second biggest city of Colombia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's, oh my gosh, I'm not like, I get goosebumps just thinking about it because it's so beautiful. Like it's just what we were talking about, feeling like you're part of this place, right? Like your DNA or something, you know, when I travel, and I was telling you this, right? That's my favorite part of traveling is usually feeling like this is my home, but I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, you have like a deeper connection.
Yeah, there's something in your soul that, you know, Medellin, I didn't grow up there, but every time I go, because it's very close to home, I almost feel like I'm from there as well.
Yeah.
And it happens to me a lot when I travel. It's like something hard to articulate that it's like my DNA or something and my body, something internally is telling me like, you are part of this place in a bigger scale, you know? And so, it really makes me just like, gives me all the feels. Yes.
It's like when you come back from a big trip, it's like that post-trip glow, you know, where you just like, you feel so like connected and just have like such a greater appreciation for like humanity in a way, you know? Yeah. So if you were to fly into Medellin, where else can you go? Would you like recommend like renting a car and doing like a little road trip, or what other cities are, I know you didn't go on this trip, but do you know any other like cities, like if someone was to go for like a week or...
You know, what I would recommend, obviously, because I'm not a local and, you know, I would be afraid to say something that's not right. But I will say this. Anytime you either like look for an Airbnb, right? And yes, you can definitely rent a car and drive, you know, like the surrounding areas. There's a place called Guatape that's I've actually never been, but it's a very famous tourist place, and they will like it's the same. It's like in the rainforest pretty much, because anytime you come out of this area, sometimes you go a little deeper in the valley, but it's still very lush, and it's a little hotter when you start going down into the it's called the coffee areas where they grow the coffee and stuff. Yes, and they have beautiful ranches. Coffee. Like they'll rent a whole like like acres of land. Yeah. For what you get here, like in a New York tiny little Airbnb, and then you're like literally in the jungle. And anyone that's hosting these Airbnbs are prepared to help you. Right. And they'll speak English. So I would say if you're interested in doing something a little more wild like that, definitely reach out to these people, because that's what they want. They want to help. They want to make you feel safe. And most of them, I'd say, speak English too. Yeah. Or have like some kind of, property manager that will help you with the tourists.
Yeah. And they're set up to help tourists and everything. So all of those sound incredible. What are some cons or like negative things about going to Colombia, or things that people like? Obviously safety is a big concern that a lot of people have. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, I would say it's take the same precautions you would take in like Detroit, New York. Yeah. Right. It's just don't go anywhere you don't know, or that you haven't been recommended to go. Right. If you're traveling through like highways, freeways, just be aware. This is something that happened to my kids, and it's funny because they're such first world children. So when you stop on the side of the road, you're not gonna have a bathroom in the gas station as usual, right? Like you might have to speak some Spanish and say "tienen baño." Yeah, sí, por favor, gracias. Go on ChatGPT, get some Spanish, because most people in those areas don't speak English. And then you're gonna be in like, how do you call, like a hole on the ground?
The squatty potty kind of situation.
My son was like, Mom, the toilet was a hole in the dirt. I'm like, yes, babe. Did you get it done? Okay, good. This is called survival of the fittest. Just do it. Just get it done. But that's one thing. I feel like it's not so much a con. It's just that if your expectations are first world country, like bathrooms, and Colombia might throw you off a little bit in that sense, because even when you get to the airport, you'll see like the bathrooms, they're fine, they're clean, they're at an airport, but you can already feel like this is not America. This is not the United States. Even just the plumbing systems down there were just built at a different time, and everything's different. Like you can't throw toilet paper down the toilet. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. And they'll always have a sign, usually like anywhere. The only place is like the hotel.
Yeah, you can. And
that's fine because it's a little different. But most places have like
the restaurants and all of that. Yeah. That's like exactly how it is in Southeast Asia. Like the systems are all just very old, or particularly they just weren't designed for tons of toilet paper or sanitary thing, any of that. It's all goes in the little rubbish basket next to the toilet. So.
So it's those type of things. I'd say definitely a con would be maybe transportation outside of the city, because in Medellin, like I said to you, there's Ubers, taxis. If you're going from the hotel, they'll always call a taxi line that's like legit, legit, and they know. But I feel like the Uber there was awesome. Like we went everywhere in Medellin with an Uber, and it was really cheap. So
that's good. I mean, I every now and then you hear negative things, but overall I feel like being able to rely on Uber and not having to negotiate the fare, and having a little bit more of like a vetted driver really takes a lot of that like anxiety or the stress off. Did you just like Uber from the airport to your hotel kind of thing?
So actually from the airport to the hotel, my brother-in-law picked us up. Oh, okay. But everywhere else, so we were moving from the hotel to the manufacturing plant that we went to, and restaurants, and even to the place we went, the park, El Salado, which I'm gonna highly recommend. Everything was Uber. besides that. But even if you were from the hotel to the airport, and like I said, I feel like that's actually the most reliable route you're gonna get, because they do get a lot of tourists, and not just tourists, but even lately. So the guy that we're working with, my company Aidama, is working with this manufacturing plant. The owner he's a guy from Ohio. And
really? And
he's been living there. Actually, you know what? I will put you in touch with him. Okay, you guys will really like him. Yeah, he's really cool. He's a really cool guy. He's been living there for 3 years. He grew up in Ohio. He's originally from Croatia. And I'm telling you, this guy, I love him because he's so like open, and like, you know, he's in the fashion industry. So he's awesome. Like, just like very raw personality, but also like so willing to help, and especially because he's been a tourist there. Well, he moved there, but now, you know, he lives in a very nice part of town, and he could absolutely be someone you could reach out to and say,
oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, please do. I'd love to meet him.
We really want to go. Marco, he's super nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
we really do want to go to Colombia.
I won't share Marco's information with you guys, but I will share it with Keegan.
Perfect. That sounds amazing. Yeah. What do you have any like stories from your last trip, or any other trips that you want to share, or anything kind of funny? Or anything crazy?
Well, so this time around, actually, Marco was the one that recommended us to go there. So Kendall and I, who's my business partner, you know, we were trying to get inspired by either the, you know, environment there in Colombia, but we wanted to go to a place that was maybe a little more artsy. And he sent us to Comuna 13, okay? And Comuna 13 is such an interesting place. I never been before. Essentially, it's an underdeveloped community. It's, you know, what they call a shanty town, right? And this whole area has evolved in the last 10 years into a tourist place. Like, where I feel like people like me, like, I would have never thought of like, let me take Kendall here, you know, or let me take a friend here. Like, even my sister and my brother, they went with us. Yeah. But it's also it's accessible if you like go through like a guide. You know, you can you can like schedule it online and have a guide take you to the tour. So you're going up into the shantytown, and they have like 7 flights of electric stairs. Oh. Right. Whereas, like, I'm telling you, 15 years ago, this was not a place that people say go there. But what they've done, so they've transformed this whole area, and they'll explain you the history of it. So this was the place in Medellin most affected by the armed conflict in Colombia between the guerrilla and the paramilitary groups. Yeah. So a lot of people died here. There's even like I'm not gonna spoil the tour though. I shouldn't spoil it. Please don't. Yeah. Okay. So, but they'll take you like at the end of the tour. You see this area that you go, wow, like that's crazy that was the history of this place, and look at what the community has turned it into. So now they've incorporated what they say the 4 elements of hip hop. Oh, really? Right. So there's like break dancers, graffiti, freestyling, and like fashion. Yeah. Right. So this whole thing is it's so essentially how the community has decided that, you know, it's like a white flag, right? It's to say we don't want crime here. We want this to become a place where people come see who we are. Right. Right. And so I'm telling you, like, it's so beautiful, and there's like a lot of graffiti, and the guide takes you to like the little spots, right? Like and usually they're like connected. They're like sponsored by some of these, you know, artists. So they take you to like the artist store, cool. And they sell all kinds of like, you know, like let's say stuff like, how do you say, like souvenirs? Oh yeah. They sell like souvenirs, but that they make under this whole like premise of like hip hop, right? So it's like jean jackets that have like graffiti on the back that says Medellin, and so it's very like, I don't know. It's just something I never been, and I was so happy that we went, because we did draw a lot of inspiration from that, and we're hoping to incorporate that into our Colombian line. Yeah. That's so cool. And actually use like Colombian artists to do that. Yeah, I love always going and seeing like that, the local like handmade art, and like you know, integration with like culture, and And knowing the history, I mean, it will make you cry, but it also makes you see. And the guy said something really profound that was like even flowers grow from shit. You know? And I was like, that's so real.
That's true. Actually, that's a really good way to look at it. That's true.
Yeah. And he, you know, because when you really see the history, I mean, it's super sad. Super sad. There was a lot of innocent people that were killed in this conflict that were not even involved in the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, it has like a sad sense to it, but to see what the community has, how the community has evolved it into, you know, art and showing their culture, it's beautiful. And it gave me a lot of hope for the world in a way. I was like, man, you know, it's a sad world, but I feel like we really have the power to use art and culture to make it a better place and
absolutely
truly like channel the best intentions for everyone involved. But it's so this place, I definitely say find a tourist guide or someone
that can take you around and just have a, even if you like, because we don't know anybody that lives there, but if to have
Marco.
that pre-coordinated. Well, Marco.
Now we know.
Yeah, we know Marco. But like if you know, I'm recommending this to somebody to have, you know, like we just got back from Egypt, and Egypt's one of those places where you like have to have a guide.
Yes.
Just for many reasons, but it's just one of those places you like have to have a guide. So you would recommend for sure having
100%. This will give you a whole taste of the culture though that you won't get in El Poblado,
right?
You know, where it's more, you know, it's more safe. It's more, you know, you can like go to restaurants and malls. This is the local culture, and it's awesome. But like, for sure, have a guide, have something planned before you get there and stuff, where you know, like you're covering all the details and not just like, oh, I'm gonna take a bus to Comuna 13.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Like, I hope you know, of course,
especially if you don't speak Spanish.
Yes.
I mean, you could really get in some crazy situations.
It's the same as New York, Detroit, right? Like I'm telling you, even LA, right? Like you can end up in the wrong place in LA too. Like
for sure. Yeah. Are there any like museums that go over like Colombian history that you know about or anything like that?
So I haven't visited anywhere, but like this park that I went to, that I'm telling you, there's not like Colombian history itself, but it's another place where I feel like you get a real taste of how people live there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It's a river.
Yeah. Well, we asked you if there's any to share any like locations with us, so that we can go through the ones that you kind of wanted to share with the listeners.
Yes.
The park. Tell us about the park you mentioned.
So Parque El Salado.
Okay.
And you can also Uber there from your hotel.
Yeah.
No problem. It's like probably from El Poblado, it's like 20 minutes. It's essentially a park where a river goes through. So you can also bring like your board shorts. You can get in the river.
Okay.
Yep. So, you know, Medellin doesn't have a beach, right? Like it's not a coast town or anything. Right. So I would say they say this is the beach in Medellin. That's what my sister was saying to me. I was like, oh, okay, this is the beach. And so people go there and you can have a picnic with firewood.
Oh,
you can start a fire.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you have to, I believe, ahead of time, like rent.
Yeah.
Like you would do it camping here.
Right.
Like you have to
rent a spot.
I believe on their website. My sister is the one that set it all up for us. Also, to bring cameras, you have to have some kind of permit too. You can bring your phone, but if you're gonna bring like equipment, then they don't allow you to bring equipment.
That's good to know.
So they got a permit. Yeah. My sister, and because we were filming there, so my sister and her boyfriend got a permit and we were able to bring equipment, but you can bring your phone, right? So that's fine. Like they don't mind if you film and stuff. They just don't want like flashes or cameras set up there.
People
for like
doing bridal photography,
exactly,
or, couples and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to know if anyone's like, if you're bringing like a bunch of equipment, and they'll check your bag and stuff. So like even cameras, even professional cameras.
It's not just like a Central Park. It's like a gated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but the ticket to go to the park is like it's like $1.50.
Oh yeah.
It's like $1.50. Yeah. It's nothing. But yeah, you can rent a space, do a picnic or a grill in firewood.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's awesome. And yeah, you can walk around the park. There's a set of stairs that take you up to this amazing view of the city. And that's in El Salado.
Iconic, the huge like rock mountain kind of thing?
No, that's Guatape.
Guatape, okay.
Yeah.
That's
where the stairs.
Yes, where you see it's like this huge rock kind of formation, and then you see the stairs going all the way.
That's a very touristy spot, and it's called Guatape.
Okay.
But that's a little bit out of the city, actually. El Salado, it's in Medellin.
Yeah.
It's in the city.
Yeah.
And this is what do you say, Mirador, which is like where you see the city.
Oh yeah, like a viewpoint.
Yes, it's a big viewpoint. So you just go up the stairs. It's like, I don't know, 200 stairs, but you get a nice little workout.
Yeah.
And then you get a beautiful, beautiful like place to see the city. That day when we went, the whole sky was blue. It was just so pretty. And then we went down. We got our half our bodies in the river, and they felt so refreshing.
Yeah.
There was like a little family making sancocho, and sancocho is very, very traditional in Colombia too. So it's like a soup, and they make it with they put potatoes, plantains, carrots, corn, chicken. It's like a chicken
broth based soup.
Yeah, and and they were making it in firewood, and I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful.
Yeah,
you can smell the firewood, the food, and so yeah, that's another place I'd say it's not, it's more, I would say it's more safe than Comuna 13. So you could probably you could plan that on your own. You don't need a guide for that.
Okay.
But it's good to just know maybe like the basic Spanish, right? Like where's the bathroom?
Right.
Or, stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
How do you exit?
No.
Or no.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a place I recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. For in El Poblado, I already said there's a mall there by the Marriott.
Yeah.
It's called Oviedo Mall, and it's very popular. I know a very famous tourist area is like the Pablo Escobar house, which I never been, but I know that people like to go check that out, and you can get a guide to run you through the history of everything that happened. And I'm pretty sure that back in those times they bombed this mall in El Poblado.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's all, the whole city is connected some way through historic events. But now, this mall is beautiful, and they have amazing restaurants. Amazing food. And you can also get like food that's more American, like in this more in like the mall. Yeah. You're going to get more American.
Like westernized shops.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Or, a food fair where you have all kinds of junk food and stuff if you feeling like that. I feel like eating like home.
Are there Are there any like other restaurants or bars that you would recommend for people?
Yes, for sure. So Mamsitas, it's a very famous restaurant. Also very well priced. We talked about it earlier. They have an awesome lentil soup, and I'm still thinking about it, and I just want to make it at home.
Yeah,
it's so good. And they have very good drinks. Cocktail-based drinks fruit-based cocktails that are from like traditional fruit from the area, so they're so good. Like tamarindo, I don't know if you know tamarind. Mexican sweets have a lot of tamarind.
For sure, yeah.
So they have a soda, tamarind soda that you can either make with alcohol or without, and that was like hands down my favorite. And they have they'll have live music. Like live salsa music, and I think that's always so much fun when you go. To have live music. Yeah. It's just a beautiful restaurant too. It's like I said, it also brings the lushness of Medellin into the restaurant. Like it's super green. Like everywhere every table you sit, there's a bunch of plants, and you're just like, it's like you still feel like you're outside, even though you're indoors. Yeah. Because it's like an indoor restaurant.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And like highlights the beauty of the country, or just how lush everything is.
And the kitchen, it's in the middle, and you can see them cooking.
Oh, so, cool! Yeah. It's like an open kitchen. Yeah.
Cool. So it's an awesome restaurant. Definitely a place to go if you are into food.
Yeah.
Then I said for bars. Okay. So this one's funny. This one's called Perro Negro, and if you love Bad Bunny, like I do.
I love Bad Bunny.
Yes.
I'm excited for today.
Yeah, I was like, who's playing at the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny and who else?
Yeah. I don't really care who's playing. It's just a performance by Bad Bunny that I care about.
Yes. Okay. You're my guy. You need to go to Colombia then.
Yes.
Okay. So Perro Negro is like one of his famous songs from his last album. And anyway, so my sister's the one that's like, oh, like, do you know Perro Negro? And I was like, no, oh my gosh, you have to take me. So I will say this one's kind of crazy because you have to go line up like way ahead of time. Okay. And so I would recommend this area is like there's a lot of bars. I forgot the name, guys, but if you look up Perro Negro, like, and you're doing your research, Perro Negro in Medellin, you can see the area.
Yeah.
Where it's at, and there's all kinds of little bars, big and small, right? And there's like another big bar that would be like, I forgot the name, but it's kind of like you think of Senor Frogs in Mexico.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So it's an area where they expect tourists.
Yeah.
That people go there that speak English. So you're not gonna be like in the middle of nowhere. I'm trying here. So when we went, the bar opens at like 11 p.m. Like it opens late. And they're not open for you to like go drink or anything before. So usually like you can go have a beer around, and then whenever you see people starting to line up, just go, line up. They have like a capacity, right? So if they get to capacity, then you have to wait in the line until people leave, and then they'll let you in.
Then they'll let you in.
If you're down for that, it's like a really much like a club. It's not a
more
bar.
More of a club, yeah.
Yeah, but the area has a lot of bars.
Okay.
So what we were doing, there's a bar right by it, and you can just go and sit at a patio and drink a beer. And then, this is like a very much like a destination club because of it's in a Bad Bunny song, right? So everybody wants to go there.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I loved the experience. It was really fun. It's like kind of like a little hole at the bottom of the stairs. It's very dark, but they play a lot of reggaeton. It's just mostly reggaeton. It's mostly reggaeton music. And then, it's like you have to buy a service. Most of the time, if you're going to get a table, you have to buy a service. And it's just like a tiny little table. You're not sitting. It's like the place is small. So you're just like standing by the table. You're going to see a lot of like my husband and I mean, I'm almost 40 and my husband's 48. So, of course, we were like very out of place, but we still have fun. Because like a lot of young kids, you know, but we still have fun. My sister, I was with my sisters and my brothers. So we were having so much fun. Yeah. And it's just a place. Sometimes maybe you just want to go for a few hours, dance a little bit. And then just like I said, there's a lot of other places to explore. And at night, this area is just packed, like with people that are just partying, right? So it's fun.
Yeah,
it's
it is
cool.
fun. It's fun to be in like the happening place in the cities on a
if that's what you're going for, then that's definitely a good area. Just look it up online, Perro Negro Medellin, and you should be able to see where it is, and then explore a little more in that area just to see if there's other places you want to go to and stuff. Yeah, because I don't quite recall the names. So that would be a good party area to go to.
Perfect.
And then we were gonna talk. So El Salado, Perro Negro, Mamsitas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll have all those linked in the description below. And thank you so much for coming and talking
You're
travel
welcome,
with us,
Keegan.
Carla, and hearing all about Colombia. And
You're so
it
sweet.
sounds so amazing. Is there anything you want to plug?
Well, nothing really, but I feel like this is such an awesome thing to just, have conversations on travel. I truly love traveling, so I'll be definitely tuning in and seeing what else you're sharing with us.
Yes, and that's what we're all about. We're just having conversations.
So that's what I'm plugging.
About travel.
I'm plugging.
Okay, you're plugging me.
This. Yes.
Well, thank you so much again,
You're welcome.
and until next time, safe travels. Bye.